Let's do this.
Weekend derby. Where the world stays clean. That's the mission.
This is fun!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 1880 The Show. I'm Lev Gerstle.
And I'm David Hazlebeck.
And we have a fantastic match here this afternoon between FBC Peaches and Goalteneye.
Both teams are coming in at 2-0, undefeated on the day so far, looking to keep it that way here in our showcase game.
We have some important players that we're going to look out for on each team. On Goalteneye, we have Del Nguyen. Rumor has it that he's 117 years old. And then we have Jigo Lontok here on the island, used to play for the Jacksonville Cannons, a professional team. He might help them come through in this game.
And on the FBC side, we got Nick Dunbar. Rumor has it he's moving to play in the AUDL. He is coming off of, what is it, 4 league championships in a row right now?
He is looking for another one here. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. He's hoping to keep
it going. That's a big deal. Hopefully his team can come up to the task
That
here
man
and
has been known to
meet him.
really not to like to lose, so he's going to really want to pull this one out, put himself in a strong position going forward. Folks, just want to say it is a lovely day out here today. It was really hot earlier in the day. The shadows are starting to lengthen. It is fantastic right now. I'm very much enjoying this.
The shadows lengthening here really could come into factor. We have about, what is that, 30-degree angle across the field from left to right.
It's like an MLB game when you're pitching downhill and you pitch from darkness into light, really hard for the batter to see. So we'll see what happens. It seems that the shadows reach about halfway down the field and we get into a little bit of light. But the teams have started off here. They're moving it down the field, moving it quickly, still stuck behind the net a little bit. White has probably their 2 tallest players on the field right now, Evan and Ezra. We'll see how they work together. Evan definitely the better thrower here. Ezra known to put a little bit more effort into his receptions downfield. Ezra can kind of, he can get up, but Evan sometimes is a little lax with his aerial game.
I gotta say though, Ezra's really picked up his defense.
That's true.
Rumor has it there's an infamous sky of him getting skied at Oahu Invite, but I think he's starting to get it back with a big hand block.
Nice
in
over
game
the top.
1
Oh, Jigo scores
Wow,
the first
that's a goal.
points. Good throw with Scuba
Goalteneye.
over the top from Ezra. Right as I say, his throws aren't as good. Oh, what
all
a box
in.
out by Jigo over Nate. What a catch. Holy cow.
Talk about weak.
That
before
was
the game,
fantastic. That's an AUDL player right there. He came ready.
Ezra.
He got a duck.
We got FBC in a
Ezra
position.
drops the disc out of nowhere. Not really sure where that came from, but that was a fantastic first point. That was pretty good.
We have FBC in a position that I don't think they're familiar in yet today. Let's see how they
Down
handle it.
in points. I don't know if they've ever been in
There
this
we go,
position
working down the
before.
field, almost through the sun to the shadows.
Nate's looking up the top. Ezra guarding him. Good movement around and a little bit. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? It's up. It's up. It's not in, but it is up. Good catch by Nate. Oh,
Grace
a little bit of an overthrow past Grace. Good run by Grace, just a little bit too far of a throw from Nate.
Colin with a decently quick early first sub. Really like to see some quicker subbing here overall, though. More like hockey, get some
This
quick
is interesting.
shifts.
It looks like FBC is pressuring them on full field. A lot of times teams will just let them go about halfway before locking down on defense.
Yeah, but when you
FBC
have-
has decided they have the legs. They have the legs.
When you have Nick Dunbar and Caleb
it's a
Stanley
scooper over
on
the top. Oh, it's deflected.
When you have Nick Dunbar and Caleb Stanley on top, those boys will go all day long.
Yep, they can run it. Oh, it's up in the air. Eric's going to it. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Good attempted to throw from Nick, but out of bounds, and he'll take a sub after that one.
Steve Agg's coming on the field. We'll see how that does.
Known for
He
being
stand
able
up to Nick's bar that he set by
known for
throwing
being
it out
able
of
to
bounds.
throw. True. I think he might beat that one. Oh, Nadu is on the field here. That's interesting. Running through, moving through. Ezra's going to move.
Whoa, nice
what a
snag
snag
by
from Nadu.
Nadu.
Nice behind
Not
the
surprising
grab.
at all,
That was
though.
fantastic. Good hands. Scooper over the top. Right to Ezra. That's the Twin Towers right there.
I think he hung for about 4 seconds on that one.
Great hammer from Ezra.
I think he might have
all the way
jumped
down
before
field
the
to that
throw
one.
even went up.
Way to go and get that disc. Fantastic.
Gotta like the light hands to the back by Steve. We'll see if that comes into play later with
Nice
a
grab.
little bit too much of contact getting called.
Stall called. A little bit too late with that disc. Didn't get it out in time. Stall was called. We'll see if he'll contest it or not.
Looks like it's going the other way. FBC disc. Down 2-0 now. Can they start to build the comeback? About 5 minutes in.
Good defense by FBC. Way to keep them back from getting too close to the goal. A lot of times if you get too close to the goal, it doesn't matter who you have in front of that goal playing goalie. It's just way too hard to actually get a D. Right there, Eric got a great D. Way to run through that. Fantastic. It sounded like it might have hit the goal a little bit. It was a great assist by the goalpost. A good assist by the goalpost. Good assist by the goalpost.
Eric made a great play on it after it made the connection.
Evan
on the
sends it
goalpost.
deep to Ezra. That's going to be a connection that we're going to be seeing all day long.
Gotta say, Ez is really picking things up. He's definitely looking to be one of the top players on Oahu.
Looking the disc around between Nadu and and Evan, and Nadu hits
barely
the post.
high.
Deflects off the post, just barely over the top of the scooper.
Here comes a double sub after that turnover.
Looks like we have
Ezra's
Guyan
finally
in the field.
stepped off the field.
Guyan used to play for a team down in Georgia, I believe, and now she is a top handler here on Oahu. Moving down the field quickly between her and Steve. Through the hoop. Oh,
Eric,
deflected.
D.
Good attempt. Really good D by Eric. He is playing fantastic right now. That's some great defense.
It is.
Ryan Williams subs onto the field. Over the top to him. Good movement up the field to Dylan Stanley, just getting it clear. A lot of times teams will sort of conserve energy when they're moving it down the field this way. Really tough to play defense on that clear. So we have Garth right here, the mayor of Honolulu himself, playing goaltee with us this weekend. Ryan Williams with the disc over the top.
Can't get over the top of
Deflected.
Big Nate. That's a tough one to get over. You know, if he jumped, he probably would touch the top of the post.
Zella, can you get McKeel and them to move like that a little bit? So
FBC now working it down the field. Got Steve Aggs here right on the edge of the shadows. Gives it to Kion. She's going to give it back to Steve with a nice straight up and down blade. Back to her. Steve working through. He's open. And just missed. Garth get a hand on that one. That may have happened.
Thanks, Dell. I like looking at your back, but I like looking at the field more. That is a bad twist of the ankle from Ryan Williams. We are going to take a break here real quick, folks. That is highly unfortunate. That looked very, very painful. Just got to hope that he's okay there on the sideline.
His team, of course, coming around and checking in on him. But man, you never want to see that.
Never want to see that. One of the top athletes out on the field.
Sad part was, too, it looked like he was going to be able to drag that back foot and keep it in bounds, and then the front one rolled.
That was tough.
Tough to watch. Right in front of us, too. Looks like we're going to get back into play here. Big Nate picking it up.
Gigo playing defense on the deep right there. Kyle Gershwitz on the field now. Moving it up to Colin. Nice and easy. Getting ready to come back down the field. FBC Peaches has it going.
Kion open.
Kion coming through the hoop. Throw is not there.
Not quite wanting to pull the
Colin
trigger,
moving
but
around to Kyle. Moving through to Kion through the hoop for a score.
Worked out to holster that
Fantastic moving. Nice scooper over the top by Kyle.
one. Fia coming back
Way to
in
keep
here.
it patient here.
Almost
Good
getting a
throw
D
to
immediately.
Kion. Oh,
Foot on
she
the
dragged the
line.
toe. Was she in? She
wow,
did
they
drag
call
the
it in.
toe. Fantastic. Nice toe drag. Good stuff. Over the top to Nate. Not a lot of people going to get up over Nate. That's a good look there. Colin right in front of the hoop, about 3 yards out. Up over the top to Kyle. Kyle's still right outside. He moved back a little bit, about 5 yards out. Swinging it back and forth with
Back
Colin.
into the sun here. We'll see if that affects.
Moving
Doesn't
it
seem
forward through
to.
the hoop. Looks like to Nate over the top. Nice D by Garth.
Big
Been
hand.
good hand,
Big
good
hand
hand. Way to get that right up there. Garth been playing Goaltimate for a long
but he
time. He
gives
knows
it
what up,
back.
but he turns it right over. That is a commentator's curse right there. That's my bad, folks. I apologize for
That's what we
that.
call it, conservation of greatness over
I
the fly.
apologize. Ooh, nice hammer over the top. Good stuff.
Nate going
Up over
through.
the top, right to
Right
Nate.
in. Ties it up.
Nate gets in the open field, running deep. He is going to be able to get those all day long.
An immediate
Great
clear right
throw.
back to Colin into attacking space again.
Here comes Marissa and Colin up the field now. Marissa, fantastic at being that outlet pass. Nice sky by Kyle. Fantastic at being that outlet pass. She does a really good job coming underneath and bailing her teammates out when the stall gets high.
This team seems to really have a lot of chemistry on the FBC line right now.
I think they have played together before. They were a Kaimana team that formed to try and take on some of the best teams here on Oahu. What a throw by Nate to Marissa. Fantastic.
Goals in a row for
Just
this
what I
line.
was saying. The stall got high, and who was there? Marissa. That was fantastic.
Every time.
Every time.
She comes again to help out Colin.
Stall gets high, Marissa is there. Sorry, folks, we had to step away for 1 second. We had another collision somewhere on the field. We are back with you here today as Kyle throws it into somebody's knee, but it looks like their knee moved to his hand. It is a foul, uncontested foul called. Back starting at 0, over the top. That's over the hoop. It does not count as a goal. If the disc goes over the hoop, they go right back again.
Right back to the front. Oh, and
right into Garth. Garth
that
is
one's not coming back.
That's
for a
not
foul.
coming back. That is going to stay with White right there. Goalteneye, that is their disc.
As long as he doesn't give it back to him on first throw again.
Garth is known as a fantastic goalie in Goaltimate. He is great standing right in front of the hoop and actually blocking off all of those lanes.
You're doing a good job to work hard for that reset from the keel. Mikey with quite a few give and goes here, looking good coming down.
Mikey does love to move it fast. That is
He
his
does.
style of Ultimate. He moves up the field very well with his team.
He does a good job at keeping his pivot foot in front of him too there. Notice as the disc comes to him, he puts that front foot forward so he can set that as his pivot foot.
Folks, and
not
again,
have to have it be behind him.
That is a
Moving
great
backwards.
point by David. Again, I cast or cursed them. I said Mikey likes to move it fast. He just got stalled out.
Oh man.
That is
guy that
tough
moves
by me.
fast.
Apparently, I am the jinx. So if anybody gets a whoopsie in this game, you can just blame it on me. That is my bad.
Gerstle for you folks.
Kyle and Nate moving the disc up over the top. That looked like a travel by Nate, but no one called it. Folks, a lot of times they say, disc don't lie. He immediately turned that disc over. Good movement between Fia and Garth, getting it back to the clear.
Nick trying to defend the entire clear space and Fia unfazed.
If there's anyone who could do it, it's Nick, but that might have been a bit of a tall task for anybody. Oh, and a turnover from Garth.
Look at Garth. He's running faster to sub than he's ran the entire time he was on the field. Gotta like players like that, putting the effort in.
Get your teammates on the field, recognize they have more energy than you right now. You just played a hard point. Take a sub. Great defense by Nikhil downfield, but Caleb gets it around to Nick. It's a tough person to guard.
We have a 3-2 game here with just a few minutes left in half. FBC up. After going down 2-0, they've stormed back and they're up 3-2.
Nate moving the disc with a nice scoop over the top. Nick over to Grace. Over the top to Nick, who double jumps and gets the score. Great job by Nick. Way to read that. Fantastic throw by Grace over the top. Way to scuba that.
It was really nice. There's every single throw right there was
Oh!
shoulder high.
Nick gets a
then we
shoulder
get
high
that.
grab over Nikhil. Fantastic grab.
For
I
two,
thought
and
they
he's
were going to
looking
try
for
it
it
again,
again.
folks. Nick was back there. He was looking for it.
He wanted it.
Looking
He
for
wanted it. The team just didn't send it. So here they go. They're now up 6-2.
About a minute 30 left in the half. Folks, this
Oh,
game
gosh.
is not as close as we thought it was going to be, but that is a throw into the ground by Nick, although it is because
Calls
he
a
got
bailout.
fouled.
Bailout foul on that one. I don't know, that was getting complete anyways. But, you know, gotta give it to him. He made a good play.
Moving around quickly, just throwing it around, trying to find a way into the hoop. Over the top, but let me tell you, you're
You ain't
not
getting
going to
over
go
Ezra
over
anymore.
Ezra.
It ain't
I don't
happening.
care how tall Nate is, that disc ain't going over Ezra.
Let me tell you, I've done it before. I don't know if it's gonna happen again.
Mikey moving the disc down the field. Well, scooper it over to Dell, but he is D'd by Kion. There's about 30 seconds left in the half here. I wonder if they're going to go for a big two-pointer here at the end. FBC leading. What's the score here, folks?
6-2.
6-2. Holy!
Really
Oh boy!
strong away.
Through. Nope. D'd by the hoop.
There's our 30-second marker. FBC got the turnover. They're bringing
See if
it
they go
into the
for a
sideline
big
nice and
shot.
slow.
They're waiting
Gotta
a
get
second.
it
They're
cleared,
going
and
to
of
throw it up
course-
over to Steve, who
The
is
deep
clear.
space is open. I wonder if they realize how little time is left. We'll
See if he takes a shot. Moving it down quickly.
Moved it down quick enough. It
About
doesn't
10
matter.
seconds left. Nick with the disc. He throws it through to Guyon for the score. Can they
They
get
have
one
just
more?
enough time for one more. If Steve can jump across, the throw goes
It's a
up.
shot over the
Nick's
top to
going.
Nick. He's
It's
going
over.
over the top. It
It's
is not
over.
a goal. And that brings us
There's
to the
our
half,
halftime
folks.
buzzer.
That was fantastic. What an end to the game. That was amazing. What a fantastic end to that half.
That end was pretty bananas.
That end was
Yes,
pretty
me.
bananas.
That
And
was
you know what's
crazy.
not bananas? Renting for your whole life. And if you want to own a brand new condo
big
here in
guy.
Honolulu but don't know which building to pick, don't worry. Call Jason Anthenien at Locations Real Estate for all of your Honolulu condo needs. He'll get you the deal that you deserve.
You know, I've already been in touch with Jason.
You have?
As soon as I'm ready to pull the trigger on coming over to Oahu, maybe it'll happen, maybe
Come
not.
over. We play more Goaltimate here. Maybe our team would
Yeah,
be doing a little better
Our
if we
team
all had
might
bit
do
more
a little
chemistry.
better if I was living over here. I'll give you that one.
That happens sometimes.
It
folks.
does, but you know, as soon as I'm ready to pull the trigger, I'm going to Jason without a doubt.
Fantastic. That sounds good. Well, that'll do it for the half for us, folks. We're going to take a little bit break here, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 1880 The Show. I'm Lev Gerstle.
And I'm David Hazlebeck.
And we are going to have a fantastic second half right here. We hope the teams have come in with a bit of a different plan. The score is a bit lopsided right now. It's 7-2. And you know what, folks? If you could do some planning, you would probably have an ATM machine in your house that prints thousands of dollars a month in your garage. Wouldn't that be cool?
I would.
Well, unfortunately, no one has that type of machine. But let me tell you, you are the machine. Your family relies on the income that you provide. If you get sick, injured, or don't come home tomorrow, what would happen to the people that you care about most? If you don't have a plan, that means you have no plan. Contact Jason Anthenien at Sagent Financial Services today to protect your income. And now, folks, we are going to get back to the game.
All right, here we go. Coming out of half. We have FBC starting with the disc.
Up 7-2. Holy cow. This is a bit more lopsided than we expected. Both these teams came in 2-0. We thought this was going to be a close game.
You know, funny you mentioned Jason Anthenien again there. You know, I've already started working with him on that front as well. I got 2 kids now, and you know, I really got to make sure that if something happens to me, my family is taken care of. And Jason is the man I called and the man that I pay money to in order to make sure that if I don't come home, he's taking care of my family.
That man really is a wonder. He wears a lot of different hats. He does a lot. Oh, and FBC turns the
Turnover on the
disc
first
immediately out of the
throw.
half. That is exactly what that Goalteneye needs in order to... Oh, huge bid from Steve, but he misses.
Can Nick get over Eric?
Oh, bid from Eric, but he
Barely.
can't get the disc. Great D from Nate. This is
Lots of excitement coming out of half.
This is a fiery start to the half. Holy cow, we should have done the bananas commercial before.
Seriously.
FBC working it up now. Hopefully not going to turn it again right away. Steve and Kyle just moving the disc around. Through to Marissa.
Is it a throw
Gets it
through or
in
is
front
it
of
goal?
Nadu. Good
Looks
goal.
like it's a goal.
That looks like it was a goal. Fantastic
Hard
job
to
there.
tell from
Kyle
our
moving
vantage point.
downfield. Kyle, historically known as one of the fastest players.
Lots
in
of
the
room. No shoot. Holsters.
Ooh, Marissa, good outlet underneath there. Way to get it back to Kyle. Up to Steve. He's got the throws with both hands. Kyle and
We
Nate.
got
just
Nick on Eric here. Or Nate on Eric, rather. Let's see if they take a mismatch on
Yeah,
that.
that's a slight height miss. Oh!
See
Steve
that?
looks for the no-look behind the back throw. Marissa might have not been ready for that spice.
Wide open again, but yeah, let her take it off the shins instead of catching it in her hands, and you know that's just unfortunate for her.
Ooh,
But
Garth with the
look
throw.
who's there to get it back for her. None other than Caleb.
That's a happily married couple right there. They
Gotta
pick each other
love
up
that.
when one falls down.
That's beautiful. Quick double team on Nick. No surprises
Defense
there.
right there. Good defense from Eric. He's been fantastic this entire time on
Oh
defense.
wow,
Really
spicy
good
no
job.
look. Almost no looked his guy away from the disc. Nick looking to shoot. Pumps it around instead to Kyle, who shoots to nobody.
Little low. Shoots down
Interesting.
nobody, but a foul
Notice
call.
every time they've
Foul
shot towards
called.
the goal that it's been a turnover recently. It's called a foul.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
That's
wonder if this one
okay.
will be a foul.
You know who got the D again, folks? Let's take a
Eric.
guess. It was Eric. Number
What a
69
surprise.
out there. Very nice, D. Great job. With an
I
up
gotta
over the top. Oh, what a throw, but Nikhil can't bring it in.
Let me just make sure everybody knows. That's a double 069.
That is a double 069. Remember, folks, we were talking about the sun before. Looks like Nikhil lost it in the sun as it went up.
Came out of the
Eric there
shadows.
with the D!
And again, Kyle. And Kyle motions that he also lost it in the sun.
Oh, Eric takes
Wow.
a two-pointer shot to the end zone, but it flicks off of the post, and
look at
Evan
him.
can't reel it in.
Garth on the sideline encouraging Eric to
so
run
close.
off the field immediately, and he is really working hard to run off the field. You gotta love that.
That
From
man
a team
knows how
that's
to lead a
down
team.
8-2, you gotta love that they're still showing all the heart.
Up in the air,
Right.
Nadu and Grace! Nadu with the
Nadu.
catch, D!
Huge sky from Nadu over one of Hawaii's tallest ladies, Grace.
Grace standing
My
at 5'11". Fantastic job by Nadu. Over the top. Jigo to Nadu. Can't catch it. Can't bring it in. It was over the top anyway. Was not going to count as a score.
Double bobble,
But still a double bobble.
almost called it in. Can Nick clear?
What
He
a-
can. Wow. That long
Folks,
jump was long.
there's been 1 point scored in this second half, and this is an absolute firecracker.
We
of
got a
start.
barn burner on our hands, no doubt about it.
Right through the hands of.
Quick shot to Caleb, an amazing footwork there, holding the right foot down, lifting the left foot in the air to make sure that he got the goal and wasn't straddling.
You know, there's one thing that FBC has been doing a fantastic job at this time, and it's sneaking it in through those really tiny holes. They are doing a really good job of getting it underneath people's arms, over the top, over to Guyan. Does not count as a score. Still attacking, but FBC still doing a really good job of sneaking it through those tight spaces.
Wow. Dunbar misses one for once, and he still gets picked up by Colin because he was able to tip it up and give Colin an extra half second there.
And
to
then
get
you know
to
what
the disc.
happened? Colin turned it over. That's another caster curse right there, folks. I said they slipped it through the tight spaces. He did, right into the ground.
If I was him, I would have just called a foul.
It's never a thrower error, folks. Remember that.
Never.
Always a receiver error.
Always.
Maybe they didn't put enough spin on the throw. Maybe they threw it too hard into your hands.
Probably why Mikey releases the
Always
disc
a
so
thrower
quick.
error.
If he releases the disc quick, then he knows it's not his fault.
There you go. Together.
Lots of space in the deep here. Oh, and
Ooh, that looks like a foul on Mikey from Guy, and that's uncontested from her. Mikey gets
Mikey
up right away.
trapped by the 60-pounder.
That man knows how to. Ooh, Chico throws it right into Nate. Let me tell you, Mikey knows how to take a hit. That man might possibly be missing a tooth from a tournament, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago.
But boy, he looks
Has not
good
gotten
with
it
it.
replaced yet, but
But he looks good. He looks
he
like
does.
a hockey player.
They're
He's tough.
moving it. That's hockey tough, folks. 10 minutes left in this half the field gone. Goalteneye, they're really going to need to start moving the disc and scoring if they want to come back here. But you know what, folks?
Bobbled, but
That's
kept
another
it in.
score by FBC Peaches right there. It is 10-2.
You know,
what
if
is
Mikey had-
happening here?
If Mikey had lost his tooth in this game, you know he'd still be playing.
He
He,
would-
like you said,
oh,
he is hockey
absolutely.
tough, no doubt about it.
This game is just getting away from them, folks. I don't
It
know
is
what
getting away
happening.
quick. They've lost their quick subbing. In fact, both teams have been on the field for quite a while in this second half here.
That was
Too
only
many
the
subs.
second point of the second half right here. There we go again,
They
folks.
score
That is
again.
2-11. 2-11. I really think it's just coming down to FBC has the throwers. They have more throwers as Colin takes a huge shot.
What
and
was that about throwers?
overthrows everybody off into the woods behind the field. That's another commentator's curse right there, folks. I am just the jinx of all jinxes right now.
No, Lev. We already discussed this. It's never the thrower's fault.
Oh, it's
Nick
always a
Dunbar
receiver
should have
error.
been down there. If he'd been there, he would have caught it.
We know Steve doesn't have Nick Dunbar's ups. What was he
Yeah,
doing trying
why
to be
was he
back
throwing
there?
that to Steve?
Jigo moves it up the field to Garth. Goalteneye really looking to score some points there.
Garth
They
looking
do
really
not-
like he's trying to take over right here.
If they are not
Wants
going to
the disc
score in
back.
the next 2 minutes, they are in trouble.
Motioning. Trying to make sure that he can get the disc where he wants it here.
Jigo moving around to Garth. Holsters the disc. Moving it back and forth between Jigo and himself. Just keeping it upfield. They need to attack more. They need to get closer. A shot through the middle that just bounces off of Dylan's hands.
Dylan got open there, but
He had his
couldn't
hands
quite
on
haul
it. He
it
missed
in.
it. Oh, that was their chance.
Garth
to
with
start
an
the
incredible
comeback.
shot. Talk about tight windows. He put it right where it needed to be.
Right where it needed to be. Fantastic throw from Garth.
I was just thinking about how Nate's so tall, and so you want to try and beat him low, and obviously the one before that didn't work at all. But man, that one was close.
Is that Ryan Williams back out on the field?
Holy mackerel.
After removing his ankle from his own body?
Look at him keep up with
He's
Steve
moving,
Aggs.
he's moving with Steve. Look
Get some
at
help
that.
from Ezra. Aggs hauls it in. Can Ezra get back?
You want to talk
Can.
about hockey tough. That's hockey tough right there.
I'll tell you.
That's some Miyagi magic must have been worked on his ankles right there. Clap those hands together, rub them together. Work their magic, folks. He is back in the game with an over-the-top scoober to Caleb. That's another score. Nope, it is not in
quite.
yet.
I think
Not
that
in
one
yet.
went
Over the
just
top.
over-
My mistake,
Just
folks.
over the top. Gotta love Ryan Williams out there. 0-0.
0-0.
Man,
Listen,
he is
he's not playing like a zero right now, folks. He is playing like a hero.
absolutely. Gotta love the effort he's showing in an 11-2 game where they're down. Really giving it his all, making sure he's good to go for the rest of the weekend.
If anything is going to bring it back, it's effort like that. But FBC is attacking right there. Deflected off of Ezra's back. Good job for him to
Ryan
just put
Williams,
himself there.
the
Right there.
shut down open side look there.
Fantastic job by Ryan Williams. Really, I don't know how he is back in this game right now, folks. And still
Incredible.
playing, not subbing.
Incredible.
Some of the best stuff I've seen on a Goaltimate field in 4 years of playing.
Absolutely.
Garth and Ezra working it up the field.
Garth again getting to where he wants it, but tries to go below Big Nate, and it just doesn't work.
I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it back, folks. We have about 4 minutes left in this game. I just don't know if Goalteneye is going to be able to pull it back at this point. This might be where they start to work on some chemistry looking forward to the next games. They're still in it. 2-1 is a very respectable score. But listen, this game's not over. They could be bringing it back. They'll need to get a D here, folks. They will need to get the disc back. Colin moving up very well to Grace Ralph.
Looking for Nick.
Colin over the top to Nick. That is another score right there. That would be 2-12. Never mind, folks. That disc was over. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking
There
about.
was a nice deflection by Ezra on
I
that
could have
play.
sworn
I
that
gotta
went
say.
through.
There's the Grace patented flick. My goodness. Holy smokes.
What a throw through the middle. Holy
Tight window
cow.
galore.
Listen.
There it is.
Disc don't lie. They scored Nadu with the big D.
Great playing by Nadu today in this game. Just incredible.
Evan moving up the field, 005, decides to go around the back to Ezra. Really, I don't think enough teams utilize that space back there in order to draw all the defenders back to be able to attack the front of the hoop. But
agree.
Evan, fantastic job bringing it behind there.
I think he's really just trying to get Ryan Williams comfortable. You know, it's really a hockey play to go behind the goal. And
Ryan
Look at
Williams,
Ryan Williams.
2 bids in a row after
Hitting
coming
the
in
ground.
on an ankle that we thought was taking him out for the rest of the day. Sprints off the field to get Eric on there. This guy is ready to go.
the rest of the day, I wasn't sure he'd be ready for Kaimana coming up in
Holy
February.
cow, folks. What an effort.
Nick Dunbar with a reach around catch on Ezra.
Almost kills his
Yikes.
girlfriend Guyon, but you know what? He didn't. And then Kyle turned the throw.
Yep.
So here we are, folks.
12-2 now. FBC really taking control.
Yeah, this is
Holding on to it in this second half. They got a nice death grip on this one, it seems.
Thea with the disc. Colin putting a real tight mark on her. Puts it up
Around Nick.
to an absolutely
But a stall
wide
call.
open Eric, but a stall is called.
Garth hopeful for the 2-counter rule. But it looks like it was just Kion counting. And it's going to be a turnover.
It's a tough one, folks.
You know, Goalteneye's really lost their energy that they came into this one with, and hard to blame them when you're down 12-2.
That's real
I
tough.
think at this point you kind of just chalk it up to the next game. But right as I say that, the reverse jinx, we got Eric with another D in the clear space, trying to get the 2-pointer.
He throws the 2-pointer and it bounces right off of Evan's hands.
Yeah,
It
great
is-
look. But
It's just not Goalteneye's day. They're throwing all the throws. They have the looks, and it's just not connecting.
yeah.
Not connecting. I don't know if it's a chemistry. It's just a bad game. Just a real tough game from them. Mikey with a bid. Mikey with a huge bid on Colin, doesn't get it, but great effort. I love to see that down this much in this late in the game.
Well, the effort hasn't been lost. It's really just the positive energy that we've had with them at the beginning of the game. that seems to be missing here late in the second half.
Seems like we have a stoppage of some sort.
Ezra with a hand block again. He's gotten a lot of those today.
Ezra Matumbo says, no, 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 that's not getting past me. Goes downfield, starts to work it fast again with Mikey.
Fia.
Oh, but Eric turns that throw. Folks, I'm telling you, Fia was wide open, the throw was there, it just couldn't connect from Eric. Something is just off during this game. As Nick scores another goal to make it 2-13. This is not the most lopsided score that we've seen, but it is definitely not what Goalteneye wanted when they came out here today.
Yeah, not even close to the most lopsided we've seen.
I believe there was a 28-4 score and a 21-4. I can confirm the 21-4. I might have been on the receiving end of that one.
That may have happened.
I can say it definitely more than may have happened. It happened. Folks, that sounds like the 2-minute warning right there. I don't know if Goalteneye is bringing this one back.
I don't know.
This sounds like they play for point differential right here and looking forward to their next game.
You know, on those big losses, they say, is that good?
This is one of those you just have to erase from your mind. You just gotta...
Absolutely not.
Short memory as Ezra throws it to Eric and it just bounces off of his hands again, folks. Goalteneye has had the looks, they've had the opportunities, they're just not connecting. FBC moving it back down the field. Marissa and Nate playing back and forth. Easy open to Caleb.
Ezra with a nice little block late.
Listen,
can they get a couple twos here to really make it a closer point diff?
They might not be connecting on these throws, and the score might not reflect it, but Goalteneye has not given up. They have certainly put in the effort, both in the first and second half here today. As Steve takes a huge D and misses it. Mikey moving quickly upfield. Over the top to Chico, and he's in for the score.
Mikey with a big hammer, full field. Ezra with a toe drag at the end.
Does he keep it in?
Keeps it
in. Fantastic. Moves it up the field to Jigo, who push passes to Mikey.
There's our 30-second warning. Oh, and Mikey almost with a behind-the-back grab. That would have been something to see.
That would have been absolutely fantastic. Great way to end the half.
Not with a big D.
She said, no, 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 my team is not ending getting scored on.
Can they score with two?
We are going to try and pull something out here.
Ezra's got to go. Mikey telling him to go.
Mikey gets
Ezra not quite
Ezra
understanding.
Catches it to Jigo. Moves it up to Ezra, who gets D'd by Nate. Well, folks, that'll bring us to an end here. Unfortunately, it wasn't the game that we wanted. It was certainly a high-octane game. The score does not reflect the effort that both teams put in today.
Absolutely not.
Everybody, I'm Lev Gerstle with 1880 The Show. I have here Dylan Stanley. Dylan, unfortunately, that game probably didn't go the way that you expected it to. How is your team going to regroup looking towards the next game?
Oh, man. I guess we're going to have to talk about that. You know, yeah, we got a lot of players. Can't really change that, though. But I guess, yeah.
Okay, so
we'll just have to adapt.
A lot of subbing there,
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe having more proactively timed subs. I think I definitely would have liked to play more. Yeah.
That is a very tough thing about having a large team sometime in Goaltimate. Anything else you want to say to us here about, you know, how you're going to work going forward, maybe like resetting the mental of your team? What are you going to tell them afterwards to try and, you know, say, we need to forget that game and move on?
You win some, you lose some. Can always learn.
That's a fantastic point. That'll do it for us here at 1880 The Show. My name is Lev Gerstle.
I'm David Hazlebeck.
Thank you so much, folks, and we are signing off here today.
Things like James. And the other half?
guy.
We got Pokemon cards for sale! Get off the field, Jason!